Why are we talking about her age? Oh god, no, why?
Pass. Hard pass.
Hard pass. Let's not get into the specifics there.
Well, that's not going to stop Estelle from trying to.
Smash or pass, I pass on all of it.
Or it's like that one Knuckles meme from like Sonic Boom's like, no.
Oh no.
Like, no, this is illegal. Meanwhile,
Leave
then
this
it shows,
place and never return.
and then it shows Judith, and he's just stamping the shit out of it. He's like, approved.
God damn it. Also, Rita, what does it matter if Estelle's 18? Just because you're slightly more mature than her, you're only 3 years younger.
Yeah, it's just
Because,
like
yes.
the whole. It's like I guess in a way you can see that. It's just all like age doesn't really matter as long as you're learning, or willing to learn and whatnot. Obviously, there are people that are. Well, I know people that are older than me that are way more immature.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's people with the sign saying age is just a number.
Okay, yeah, those people are just creeps.
No,
Yes, they
age
are.
is just a number. It depends on how you say that. Like, age is just a number. Like, if people are scared of aging, they're like, no, it's just a number. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but when they try to apply that to dating other people, regardless
Yeah,
of age,
that's
No.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm not trying to.
No.
Let's
No.
derail this. Let's derail this conversation and focus more on the part.
You're the one that made it creepy.
I didn't do it. Logic's the one that brought that part up.
I only brought it up because the game brought it up. It's the game's fault.
Yes, blame Rita for everything.
Yes, exactly.
It's your fault.
That reminds me of. I don't remember what review it was of Some Call Me Johnny. This is like, I know it's probably a skill issue on my part, but fuck it, I'll be petty. The game made me say that. I don't remember what review it was, but even he even he couldn't hold it in for that one.
Also, I swear that dude is probably Scott Menville. Or at least it sounds like it to me.
It
somewhat.
could be. I mean, he's
no outsiders allowed. There's one dude that's literally an outsider.
the guy got. Why don't we just walk around?
Bye, bitch. Later, bitch.
Because video games.
Because yes.
There's literally a knight on the other side. We are looking directly at him. We can walk around this thing.
Look, if that applied to that can apply to a lot of things in this game, or in most RPGs.
Or Left 4 Dead.
Yeah.
There is we can't go this way. Why? There's a single pebble in the way. We can't pick it up.
We can try walking over it all. Was just like, why does it feel like there's a 20-foot wall in front of me?
Dragon Rider.
Guys are walking around it.
Kittyland!
Kitty!
God damn it.
Ellis, look, it's Kittyland. Do I look like some sort of queer to you?
Oh my god, I love that whole. I haven't seen that in a long ass time.
Same, seriously.
I don't even remember what it is you're quoting.
It's that one. Wasn't Oni, which like the Left 4 Dead 2 one?
Yeah, the parody one.
Oh, that's why I haven't seen any Left 4 Dead videos in forever.
I just remember
They're
that part
hilarious,
with the one berserker thing. It's just all like, that's probably the army uses to masturbate.
Damn.
Also, Rita, how freaking strong are you? You're actually able to, not be held back entirely by 2 knights.
And
She picks the shit out of him.
I never realized it, but it looked like the one dude that's holding Rita back is the one that was saying that. I always thought it was the other guy, the one with the freaking spear.
It's all.
No, I think what's funnier is the fact. I think what's funnier is the fact that Carol almost got arrested for just lying.
Pretty much. How dare you lie? That's a peddling.
No, as a punishment penalized by death. That's a little severe. No.
I love how Yuri is so overpowered that he can just judo chop knights in full armor and it knocks
Just
them out.
straight up Austin Powers up in this.
Judo!
Or it's the Spaceballs. What the hell do you think you're doing? The Vulcan neck pinch? No, stupid. You got it way too high. It's down here where the shoulder meets the neck. Like that? Yeah!
I don't know what's funnier, that or the Austin Powers joke.
I personally like the Spaceballs one a little more, only because of how overly elaborate the guy explains how to do it. just so that he can do it to him.
Honestly, though, the whole thing with the knights being knocked out so easily just reminds me of that Family Guy episode where the dude who drives the Pope Mobile.
Oh God.
It's just all like, yeah, just even the slightest tap will knock me out. Watch. Then he just knocks himself out.
Oh, LeBlanc. Nobody likes you.
He's okay. He's just annoying at this point in the game.
This other guy, though.
These other two.
No, just this guy. Him. What the fuck?
I can never remember which one is which. Is Adakor the tall one, or is he the short one?
Otacor is always the tall one.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
Otacor is Dick Dastardly in armor.
God damn it. Or Waluigi.
Dick Dastardly stops to become a knight.
Nah, Dick Dastardly is funnier.
So he's just trying to find Estelle so he can tie her up on the railroad tracks?
Carol, you barely even qualified for leaving the party.
You're assuming Dick Dastardly even knows what railroad tracks are.
Carol left the party for 2 seconds.
For 2 seconds out of cutscene.
Abacor's Dick Dastardly, Buckos is Muttley.
Shit.
Now I'm just imagining him with the Muttley laugh.
Then who would LeBlanc be?
LeBlanc will be one of the other wacky racers.
I don't remember any.
I barely remember the wacky races.
I don't think I ever watched that show, honestly.
I did. It's more like a little mini crossover thing they did, and they like inserted characters that didn't really match up with anything. So it's like, fuck it, we'll just do our own thing.
It's one of those Hanna-Barbera shows where the studio recognizes that it exists, but they never do anything with it.
For some reason, Captain K-Fan was in it, and they never reference why.
Also, I'm liking how Estelle was really into just like, oh fuck.
My fan fiction senses are tingling.
Pretty much. That's pretty much what her assumptions with Nan are.
That's her sixth sense. That's her sixth sense.
My shipping senses are tingling.
You have a girlfriend, right? And I can tell that Rita doesn't have a girlfriend. That's why I'm sticking with her.
Oh my god.
You poor soul. We have to find you a person to date.
Giant beetles as opposed to regular beetles.
Yeah.
That puts a whole new meaning on that last.
They don't even look like beetles. They're ladybugs.
Yeah.
That puts a whole new meaning on that last skit between them. I was like, how old are you anyway? 15? Oh god, we gotta get you a boyfriend now!
No, it's just like, or no, that Family Guy scene is like, how old are you? 15? 18? You're first.
God damn it, Quagmire.
I like where this is going. Alright.
Damn it.
Old Quagmire.
It reminds me of the time they went to a lesbian bar. Like, oh no. Just leave.
I like that joke better on Simpsons. Like, there's something different about this place.
Oh, that was just a classic. No matter what.
This lesbian bar doesn't have a fire exit.
Enjoy your death trap, ladies. What the hell was her problem?
That was a good one.
By the way, this is pretty much the closest thing to a secret mission being hinted at before you actually fight the boss.
Which is weird because they never do it again. You'd think the first time they would do it is when you fought Zagi.
Here's your hint. Here's your hint, by the way.
Yeah.
When we get to that boss fight, I prepared popcorn.
Yes, that popcorn is essential to the secret mission.
Good old carnival music whenever something wacky happens in this game.
It does sound
always
like
confuse me.
It confuses me too, because it feels out of place sometimes.
It doesn't excuse the phony having a 6-second track.
Well, this is also, to be fair, this is also like 6 seconds long.
It's got like the same beat over and over again. It's more like a 20-second thing. A couple changes here and there over those 20 seconds, but it does.
It's not I put it this way: it's not blaring in your ears.
No, I
every
get
5
you.
seconds.
Like the hurry up theme in Symphonia. I'll agree with Luigi. Is like,
Oh, yeah.
that needs to stop.
It
That needs
sucks.
to either have been longer than 4 seconds, or
It sucks.
you
Yeah.
don't play that throughout the entirety of the Grand Tetheala Bridge and spend 3 minutes listening to it on loop.
Yeah, it reminded me why some of my old playthrough was muted.
I
I'm gonna
do
look
like
back,
the
I'm gonna
sou- I
look
do
back
like
on
the
that
sou-
one day.
I do like the soundtrack to Symphonia, but yeah, I'll agree that not every track is a very good one.
I'm gonna look back on my run
Don't.
eventually.
Don't mind Rita, she's just casually choking a child.
If
she's only
Gandalf can get away, within Smash, so can Rita.
I mean, she's only 2 years younger than him, so
Technically, no,
it's
he's
just
like
roughhousing.
no, he's like he's younger than her, isn't he?
That's what I said.
Yes.
She's only 2 years older than him.
I thought he said
I mean, look at Gandalf. He's choke slamming kids. I don't think nobody comments that out.
damn double standards.
Is
Yeah,
Link still
double standard.
is Link still canonically 16 in every iteration?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Even in Breath of the
Wild-
Wild, when he was technically in hypersleep for 100 years?
in that case,
Yes.
it's like Avatar logic. It's like he's biologically the age he was when he was put to sleep, but he is technically speaking over 100 years old by that point.
Essentially.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's just like how they do with Last Airbender. Aang is technically biologically 12 years old, but he's actually 112 because he was frozen.
You've been
for
talking
100
about
years.
You've been talking about Last Airbender a lot lately. Did you just find it on Netflix and started binging the show or something?
I
He
did.
watched the live action movie.
Let's not talk about the live action.
I was waiting for it.
Nobody talks about that unless they're criticizing the absolute shit out of it, as they should.
That was a nice, fun, relaxing trip.
Let's
Yeah,
talk
not.
about it.
Red Eyes, Knights.
Let's talk about how we
Why can't we just
how we paralyzed Carol and almost left him for dead in the middle of a forest.
Yeah, fuck him.
For the second time, mind you.
And not the last. And
Guys,
won't be the last.
I like how Estelle's just like, guys, please, no, we're supposed to be having fun. Estelle, we're on the run. We almost got caught, and Carol was paralyzed.
Yeah, fun.
I mean, wouldn't you think, though, like, since you're on the run, wouldn't you want to take one of those plants and put him back by the barrier and prevent LeBlanc and the rest from following you by, paralyzing them?
You
Nah.
act like it wouldn't die. You act like it wouldn't die by the time it gets there.
Yeah, considering, like, surprisingly, well, not really surprisingly, like, plants have really short lifespans once you pluck them.
Oh, right, you don't
Estelle,
have... Oh,
Estelle,
right.
I need a poison bottle. Why? I'm not poisoned. I met me.
Estelle
Colette
would
and
do
Estelle
that.
would be best friends.
Of course people would be upset. It was a barrier blastia.
It's funny because in Dawn, Colette is the same age as Estelle and she hasn't changed at all, so it does make sense.
I'm just wondering, like, they do kind of bring up something that's like, why did they have a barrier blastia for, like, a very secluded, like, area of the world?
Because fuck that forest in particular, that's why. There's egg bears in there.
Oh,
Fuck those
I'm
things.
going to abuse the crap out of that.
What, destruction field?
Yes, or as it's commonly known, destruct.
Well, that's only if you're going in over limit.
Granted, the way I handle things with what's coming up, I honestly should have thought things through because I could have had Repeat in the party. Spoilers, I don't have Repeat in the party.
Why don't you?
The dog
I'm-
could steal good shit for you.
Well, not even just that, but he's technically the item thrower because I don't think anyone else has item thrower yet.
Hey, look, a save point. Certainly, there's nothing bad coming up.
And
God.
a healing save point, no
Also,
less.
you're shooting at the wall.
Actually, wait, no, that's not a healing save point. So to rub salt in the wound even further, they give you a save point and you can't even grind at it.
Damn, that thing bust a move.
Also, if you noticed, Rita learned Champagne, which is objectively not as good as an upcoming water spell we have, but it works.
You
She learned how to make champagne. Great. Now we can get Crunk except her.
That's the thing, though. They
And
call it
Carol.
champagne, but it's technically sparkling cider.
That sucks.
Also, isn't it implied in like every Tales game that Panacea bottles are basically alcohol?
Nah, I don't think so.
Just one sip.
Oh wait,
Anyway,
no,
don't
potions
be
are, my bad.
don't be me. You can leave Emmead Hill.
Yeah, the game doesn't. The game never explains that you can leave Emmead Hill.
Or rather, it implies that you're stuck there because the knights are patrolling and looking for you guys. But it's like, no,
Also-
you can just leave.
Although it may also be due to the fact that you played the demo, and since the demo doesn't let you leave Emmead Hill, you assume they wouldn't let you leave in the main game too.
Yeah, that's another thing we forgot to bring up.
Yeah,
the entirety,
demo.
Yeah, the entirety of Emmead Hill is the demo of the Xbox 360 version.
What a shitty demo.
I think once Definitive Edition came out, all of mainline consoles had demos that you could download. So I wonder if it was the same demo if you downloaded it on the Switch.
Not that
There was no demo.
No, I think
There
demo.
wasn't? Okay.
I think the demo was only ever for the 360 version.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, there was no demo for the definitive edition.
Yeah.
I do know some Tales games later on, like Exilia and Vesperia and all that, they get demos as well, but...
Don't bring up Exilia. They're still in PS3 hell.
They're always going to be in PS3 hell. I'm pissed off about that.
Fuck you, Sony.
Zillia 2 is still my favorite game of all time, and I'm never going to be able to play it again once my PS3 dies. So it's like, meh. I could get an emulator for it, but it's going to run like shit.
It's always so educational to have
on-
you around, Estelle. You just spew book facts.
It's a good
I am
thing-
book note the person.
I mean, it's a good thing that she read. There's a book on literally everything on the planet.
I mean, what else are you going to do inside the castle? Not read?
Hey Yuri, look what I found. It's a porn mag. Where'd you get that, Raven? As I thought.
I mean,
Here,
to be,
you-
I mean,
here
to
you
be-
have-
it has very interesting articles.
to
It's like,
be-
you can read it. I already memorized everything. Everything.
I mean, you joke, but then if you look back on Tales of Fantasia, that's actually you can actually get a porno mag for Klaus. It's one of his joke weapons. I think it's actually technically his strongest weapon in the game.
That's still not the funniest way of using a porn mag, though. The funniest way is using it in Metal Gear Solid to distract a guard.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I think one of the entries lets you use it as a projectile too.
And I'm
Oh, this-
crafting this
Special flag from what game was it again?
rally.
Rally X.
Rally X. Thank you.
It is somewhat useless, rather, unless you're doing certain side quests. You can make anyone visible in the overworld except Repeat.
Why not? I want to play as the dog.
You can
have to
play
make
as.
a
You have to make a
completely
specific
separate
version
item.
for him later on.
Yeah, for some reason, Repeat gets a unique item that lets you run around the map as him.
Which, by the way, did not exist in the 360 version, so you never could play as in the overworld as Repeat.
The 360 version is speciesist.
It just sucked. Or rather,
Especially considering there's an entire side quest involving Repeat wandering the entire world.
by the way, I made another poison ward. We need these. I need it.
Not really.
I
Not
Actually,
really. You
with
do.
Fuck you, we do.
I never used it.
Well, it's
So
not.
fuck you.
It's better to have, I guess.
Hey, you're actually using holy bottles for once.
Well, I as much as I would like to grind on my way back, I'd rather just try to not make it super challenging. I mean, obviously, I got Destruction Field at this point already, but I'd like to make it manageable.
Well,
Well,
then you should have
Hey,
grinded
sire, look. He's actually prioritizing spells. Something you should keep doing.
I am. Fuck you.
You have no,
Fuck you.
fuck you, because half the time I commentate with you, you never do it. Oh, hey, it's a puppy.
I've
Is
explained to you.
that's the one of the monsters that fucked up my homework. Wait.
I've explained this to you a million times, Luigi. The AI for Symphonia fucking sucks. They don't
Yeah, that's
listen
why
to
you.
you.
That's why you have hot commands. Use them.
That won't stop them from running up and attacking
Anyway.
things immediately after making them use a spell.
Anyway,
Well, that's your idiot. That's
focus
your
on-
idiot fault.
Let's
That's
focus
your
on the
idiot
task on hand. There's gotta so.
Okay, I'll focus on it while I eat popcorn.
Everyone's favorite
I
puppy.
hate it. I
Hello,
hate it. I want
darkness,
to go
my
home.
old friend.
Hey, look, bosses can go into overlimit anytime they want,
Especially
fuck you,
at the
that's
start.
why.
At the start of a fight.
Damn.
and they can also go into overlimit while still in overlimit, just to
No.
fuck with you.
No, they can't.
No, they can't.
Oh, I could have sworn that could happen sometime.
No.
You literally just made that up.
You
No,
really
there's-
did.
No, there was a game where there was
Probably
a
a
glitch where that
rise, because I remember that happening in a rise. Like, a boss would go into
Bro thought he
overlimit,
was-
and then, like, as soon as the overlimit finished, they would go into it again. I remember that.
I think
Bro
Abyss
thought he
does
was
it.
Bro thought he was cooking.
I think Abyss did that sometimes on occasion.
I honestly can't remember for this.
I
I
don't
do
either.
remember
I haven't
a
played it
rise
in a
doing
while.
that. But anyway, Goddesso. Where do I even begin with how annoying this fight is, especially for first-timers?
How to basically explain how the demo was damn near impossible.
Oh,
to
yeah.
complete because of it.
Yes, because like we mentioned earlier, the Xbox 360 demo had Amit Hill in its entirety as the demo, which also includes this boss fight, which was harder in the demo.
Somehow.
Why are you trying to sell people on a game by making a really annoying boss harder?
Explain why it was harder in the demo.
Well, why is
No.
harder? No, it's harder in the demo because they had higher stats on it, but there's more to it, Goddesso, than that. There's the fact that he can zoom around the freaking map on a whim. When he's zooming across the map, he has super armor you can't break him out of. He attacks really fucking quick. He has a chance of poisoning you and just slapping your shit all over the place. His roar can stun you like 90% of the time. If it doesn't stun you, you pulled a miracle.
I just want to make mention, Carol actually did do the secret quest successfully, but the game decided it didn't count.
Yeah, that's the other problem. You have to hit him hard enough to actually make it
Look
count.
at this. He's biting the freaking the thing. It doesn't stun until Carol knocks him into it. Now, yeah,
How did that one count?
I don't get it.
You were behind him. He wasn't even on
I
screen
think what
when
the
he
secret
hit him.
mission, like, because the way the secret mission is phrased, I always thought that you have to, like,
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
by Estelle.
but the way the secret mission is phrased, I always thought you have to stun him with the plant, and when he's stunned, like, from the plant itself, that's when you're supposed to hit him. But if you hit him while he's stunned, he immediately gets out of stun. And like 9 times out of 10, he has super armor anyway, so he just goes immediately back to fucking you up.
Since he
One.
dashes around a lot, maybe you're supposed to make him dash into the flower and stun himself, and then
No,
you
but
hit him.
like from what I understood when I slowed
Fuck you,
down
fuck you,
that
fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
that secret mission, like when the secret mission got triggered, you're supposed to actually hit him into the plant, like hit him into the plant so it stuns him.
That's what I meant. Like, since he dashes around a lot, if you were to like,
No, he cannot dash into it. You have to actively hit him into it.
okay, so it's like another secret mission where you have to knock someone over the edge of the arena, which can
That's
90% of the time not count for some godforsaken reason.
Yeah. Goddesso feels like it's a boss that should have showed up much later in the game.
He technically kind of does later, but that's just a
if
different
any-
version.
Well, I wouldn't say much.
Yeah,
later.
that doesn't count.
I
does
wouldn't
not
say
count.
much later. I would say like there should have been one other boss before Goddesso, and then Goddesso should have been the boss after this one. Because if he was the boss after this dungeon, he wouldn't be nearly as overpowered as he is.
Oh my god!
That's like 5 times now.
3
The team
times.
doesn't like you.
He did this 3 times in this fight. Granted, at this point, I could just slap the shit out of him. But, good God.
Also,
But-
Rita's died like 4 times.
Rita hasn't died at all. Everyone else has died at least once.
Rita
Yeah.
just died 5 seconds ago.
No, she didn't.
Did not.
She has
Oh, it
not
looked
died
like
this entire fight. Carol
It
has
looked like
died.
she-
Estelle
looked
has
like
died.
she died because
I died
she
as
got-
Yuri. Rita has not died.
It looked like Rita died because she went from 500 to it looked like 0, and it looked like you immediately used a life bottle the second she died.
Nope.
No.
Okay, it was the timing, that's all.
Not even.
Rita's like, eat shit, nerds, I didn't die.
Also,
Pretty
how
much.
did you manage to get 15 and a half grade out of that?
Because that's how
They
bosses
expected
work.
you. They expected you to get fucked up. That's the messed up part.
Is the
Yeah,
attack
a
ring
reminder.
worth it?
A reminder with bosses. Generally, you always guaranteed 10 grade for beating a boss, and another 10 if you get the secret mission.
I remember this.
That's the.
Shove him down the stairs.
Oh my god.
Rita's expression was perfect, by the way.
Let's just hope
It's especially when you zoom in on like that. You just notice them looking at him like, "Fuck you." You know what? No.
You know what? Just for that, you're out of the party.
God, I wish I
That's
actually
kind of.
did that.
That's what I'm gonna feel.
No, put him on. No, I have an idea. No, my idea would be just to permanently put him on the bench.
Oh my god.
That's gonna be how I feel when I finally manage to beat the Advanced Coliseum again with Colette. Like, yay! I won. That wasn't so bad. Colette, I spent 5 hours on this thing because that one stupid enemy refused to die.
Look, guys, it's the end of the demo.
Damn.
see that.
And also the very beginning of the game in the opening cutscenes.
But I've never seen it up close.
And you'd be a liar.
Well, people don't usually travel outside.
That's part of it.
So you
No, if
admit to
anything,
being a liar.
No, if anything, I think they actually do reference this in the OVA. I could be wrong about that too, though.
Not that I'm aware. I can barely remember.
I haven't
OVA.
watched the OVA in forever. I should. Really
Bro's
watch
making
it again.
shit up here over here.
There's a rare moment of sincerity coming from.
So how are we gonna get over there? We'll swim. Fuck you. We're gonna swim.
Well,
Oh.
Don't worry. It's okay. It's okay. We'll use Carol's bag as a boat.
lonely life. Tried to do your research like that.
You say that. And
Exactly.
you say that, and for the majority of the game, he always does talk about. He always talks super proudly about his bag and how it has like superpowers and stuff. But he never does anything with it.
Pulls out a ski, pulls out a jet ski out of his damn bag.
Oh my god.
No, he talks about the bag like it's really special, but all it is like he keeps his axe in there.
And then off screen you just hear thwack.
As he sees it. Flynn must have stood on this spot earlier.
Also, I still question how breaking a broadsword turns it into an axe.
You know, Yuri, this really is the Tales of Vesperia.
I love that edit.
That's not what I was talking about.
You know, the funny thing is, too, there's not even anything remotely close to a title drop until we get into Act 2.
Yeah.
I mean, well,
Like, people,
I mean-
will go through the first third of the game, it's like, the fuck is a Vesperia? And then when you get to Act 2, oh.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Half of the games they don't even bother title dropping it. I mean, why the hell is Fantasia called Tales of Fantasia?
That's true.
There's no reference to Fantasia whatsoever. Why is Tales of Symphonia called Symphonia? There's no musical reference to it whatsoever. Hell, if anything, Abyss should have been called Symphonia because there's a lot of musical references in that game.
Well, I mean, with the Abyss, it at least makes sense, considering the context of the story.
Look, it's a little grave here. That means God's already killed somebody.
This is my grave of my previous attempts.
Here lies Logic Old LP.
Good
You
God.
stole my joke.
It's like my old Let's Play where I didn't know I could leave Emmett Hill, so I had to force myself into beating Goddessoul while not over grinding, because then I thought I would be out of items. Fuck me.
You dumb fuck.
It wouldn't have been I can't entirely blame you because this wouldn't have been the first time where a Tales game locked you into a boss fight that if you saved too early you were stuck there. Meh.
How about a game where you have a boss fight in town? The game doesn't tell you.
At least that game came after this one.
And it's still,
There's still no
and it doesn't
excuse for
yeah, there's no excuse for that.
No, it doesn't excuse it, but at least it makes this.
You sure talking like it?
Well,
Yeah.
it makes Because it makes this game look even better by comparison, because this game doesn't do that.
Yeah, but it's like they technically, like, I mean, while they came out like barely months apart, like, good
They
God,
came out 3 months apart.
like, so essentially they were developed side by side. It's like there's no
Yes.
excuse.
There really isn't.
I don't know. I'm convinced Namco doesn't care for
At least-
Symphonia in general, because
At
then
least
when
when Pokemon Black and White did that, Cynthia was post game.
Yeah, really.
oh yeah, that's fuck. That's
Like
right.
when you would walk into the house, oh hey, how about fighting me? It's like, oh fuck me.
Yeah, at least that was post.
Yeah, that was somewhat excusable. It's like, oh, you should be not like you should be saving so often as to avoid backtracking or anything, but it's like, no. At least then you've already beaten the game.
Yeah. I should maybe one day. Maybe I should talk about my experience with this, because I saved my game in I saved my game in Asgard. That is the only save point you get between that and the boss fight. And if you die during that boss fight, you have to do the entire segment over and over
you do.
again.
Yep.
Oy.
Yes, you do.
Now you can go off and play Nature Boy whenever
Fuck
we-
this game. Fuck that game in particular.
Joke's on
I
you,
mean,
Rita.
Symphonia has points where like there's a long distance between save points before a boss fight. The Temple of Darkness is one of the, if not the worst dungeon in all of Symphonia 1.
In addition to camping,
And even that, at least
Even
lets
that
you
has a save point next to the boss arena.
yeah, and
Yep.
it also allows you to at least leave the damn dungeon and go buy items.
What wonderful timing. All of you look so
Granted, doing that makes you have to redo the entire temple again because you got to recollect all the shadow fragments again. But
Before we get to town, too. Maybe we should set up camp here.
Guess what Dawn doesn't let you do?
get everything set up. Oh,
Save whenever you want in the overworld.
you won't be able to camp
Well, not just
around
that.
well, there's no overworld in Dawn, so you can't.
After camping at a certain site.
And actually, technically, you can save on the overworld in Dawn, but that's another
Stop
thing.
being
That's
effective
different.
for a while, so long as you're near that site.
Oh yeah, camping. The one thing that I always forget you can do in this game.
It's
Yeah, because it's kind of worthless
yeah.
in the grand scheme.
Unless
Like
you're
it's
super
more
fu-
useful later on when you have better camping sets, because the one they give you here, it's actually pretty helpful because it restores 75% of your HP and TP, whereas when you actually go to the stores after this, they only sell ones that restore a quarter of your HP and
Yeah.
TP. So it,
Yeah, seriously. It's like they knew.
like
It's
look
all,
at this.
I mean,
An actual good, like a mat, simple tent, or barrier. And right now we're only gonna be able to be able to buy mats,
yeah.
which are the worst ones, and they're not even worth it.
You might.
It's
be
like
able to
they again. It's like they knew.
Yeah. It's
Like
also
it's good
that
for like grinding in the overworld, and you really don't want to be traveling back to the inn at back at town or anything. Or anything
No,
like that.
I mean like, no. It's like, oh, we knew we made that boss fight hard. Here's a 10.
Yeah.
Also,
if I remember correctly, this is one on the subject of overworld maps. This is I would say this is the last mainline Tales game to have a quote-unquote world map. But then I remember Vesperia has one too, so eh.
yeah, with more recent Tales games, they technically have an overworld, but it's just more that they're interconnected maps.
Yeah. Like, I love Zillia 1 and 2, but, like, there's no world map in those games.
I mean, I'm okay with that. I have no issue with those. at all.
No, like,
Yeah,
you can go through it without having a world map, but you have to make up for not having a world map by having shit to do in other towns other than just going from point A to point B.
I mean, with the Zillia, they at least had that point where just like, oh, there's like respawning spots where just like you check them, you get items, or you hunt for like Ifrit's treasures and all that.
Yeah, or you can do all the or you can find all the wandering super bosses.
Yeah, pretty much.
Rip it, Catherine.
He named it again. God damn it.
We're gonna have a whole family. We're gonna have a whole family of Blasty after this.
It's just
gonna be like a family-
It's
it's gonna be-
just like that scene from The Simpsons where Cletus is calling out all his kids, but it's Rita naming out all the Blastia.
Give us 400 pretzels. I got me 400 coupons.
I really should have
should-
marked those ones like one per customer.
Come on out, Cletus, Alvin, Meg, Tora, Bob.
Fuck.
Okay, we should probably call this apart just so we're not here seeing names being called out.
Kill me now.
Don't worry,
Are we,
our suffering will
done?
be over soon.
are we done, or are we going to have to fight him a 5th time?